Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief keeps you informed about what's happening in Annapolis and Arundel County and Maryland. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and, of course, local weather. Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief starts now.
Good morning. It's Friday, June 7th, 2024. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief presented by Annapolis Subaru and the SPCA of Anne Arundel County. Wish me luck. I'm doing the Tour de Talbot bike ride tomorrow on the shore, and I am woefully unprepared for a 40-mile bike ride. The redeeming grace, I suppose, is that tomorrow night is Bands in the Sand. But right now, it's Friday morning, and we do have a bunch of news, so we better get into it, shall we? The City Dock project in Annapolis is coming under more scrutiny. Many residents believe that the project undermines historic preservation and public trust. Criticism is growing over the perceived misleading information and lack of transparency surrounding the redevelopment plans. And just yesterday, we published an opinion piece from a Ward 1 resident, and you ought to read that. And to add to his point, later yesterday, the city released their version of the community meeting and said in part, and I quote, "Based on the months of public engagement, the headquarters for the Annapolis Harbor Masters have been redesigned to incorporate public recommendations. Known as the Maritime Welcome Center, the new facility will include boater facilities for the tens of thousands who come each year and pay for the use of the berths at Eagle Alley and mooring locations in Spa Creek." This bit makes the opinion writer's point exactly. Per the city's own website, there are 17 slips, 130 feet of bulkhead docking, and 76 mooring balls. Yet they say that tens of thousands come each year to pay to dock. Do the math. It doesn't work. The iconic HFestival is making a comeback this summer, promising a revival of the legendary music festival that dominated the Mid-Atlantic region's alternative music scene back in the 90s and early 2000s. IMP and the 930 Club have purchased the rights to the festival and have hinted at a lineup featuring a mix of past favorites and contemporary acts, aiming to recapture the festival's original spirit and energy. Fans can look forward to an exciting return of this festival on September 21st at Nationals Park. A little bit to our south, Chesapeake Beach Park has announced that it will close for the entire 2024 season to undergo what they're calling extensive renovations. The decision comes after evaluating the park's infrastructure needs and to ensure long-term sustainability and enhanced visitor experiences. During the closure, the park will implement upgrades to facilities, walking paths, and recreational areas. The community is encouraged to stay updated on progress and reopening plans on their Facebook page. The 2024 Military Bowl is set for my birthday once again. Yes, Saturday, December 28th, with a kickoff at 5:45 p.m. That's prime time on ESPN. The game will feature the teams from the ACC and the American Athletic Conference, promising an exciting match at Navy Marine Corps Memorial Stadium in Annapolis. The day is going to begin with a parade at 10 a.m. from City Dock featuring the world-famous Budweiser Clydesdales, followed by a tailgate festival with live music and activities. Proceeds from the event, as always, benefit the USO and Patriot Point, supporting military personnel and their families. You want to stay tuned right here for when the tickets go on sale, who the teams are going to be, and for a bunch of free tickets because we typically give away a whole bunch. All right, let's talk events for the weekend, and I'll tell you, there are a bunch, and I'm going to put these in relative chronological order. Tonight, the Annapolis Blues soccer is home at Navy Marine Corps Memorial Stadium at 7 p.m. Tomorrow, it's the Field Market. It's the first one at Wildberry Farm and Market. That's up in Crownsville on St. Stephen's Church Road. That gets underway from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Also tomorrow night, Bands in the Sand at the Philip Merrill Environmental Center down there in Bay Ridge. That gets underway at 5:30 p.m. It is sold out. The rodeo up at the Anne Arundel County Fairgrounds opens up at 5 p.m. tomorrow, and Every Step Counts, benefiting Bello Macre, is at Anne Arundel Community College. That gets underway at 8:30 a.m., and that's a walk, a run, or a bike ride, whatever you want to make it to be. A youth entrepreneurship fair is going to be held at Susan Campbell Park tomorrow at 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Dinner Under the Stars tomorrow night on West Street at 6 p.m. And Sunday, it is the Art in Public Places Summer Concert Series at Susan Campbell Park at City Dock. That gets underway at 6:30. Lots of choices for you this weekend. And of course, you do want to be sure to catch our local business spotlight this Saturday at noon. This week, we speak with Kona Ken from Kona Ice. And you want to be sure to listen to all the bonus pods we dropped earlier this week with Dan from Scythian, Paula Poundstone, and Raul Midon. Today on Canines and Crosstreks, we do meet Poppy, a friendly 6-month-old dachshund. You want to listen to our spot right now and check out eyeonannapolis.net at noon for some irresistible photos and get all of the information on how you can adopt Poppy and give her the home she deserves. And again, don't forget that we do have our daily newsletter that features only the top local news stories of the day. We do send it out to your inbox every night at 7 p.m. Yes, that's 366 days this year, all without a paywall. It's perfect for keeping up with the weekend's news since we don't release a DNB on Saturday or Sunday, and here is a link right here in your show notes. All right, that's it. Now it's time to say thank you for listening and putting up with us every day. I do hope that we add some value to your world, and if we do, please leave a review somewhere or tell a friend to give us a listen. We also want to thank our sponsors, Annapolis Subaru, the SPCA of Anne Arundel County, Solar Energy Services, and Hospice of the Chesapeake. It is Friday, the weekend is here, and now it is time just to say have a great weekend, be nice to others, do something fun, and keep shopping local. Now hang tight because George Young from DCMDVA Weather is here with the only locally forecasted weather report you'll find, and of course Canines and Crosstreks. So do hang around for that. All that's coming your way in just a minute.
Hello, energy consumers. This is Rick Peters, president of Solar Energy Services. Is all this talk of inflation making you uneasy? Me too, especially the uncertainty. How bad will it eat into my future purchasing power? Well, don't feel helpless because solar energy can give you some financial control. By installing and owning your solar system, you can lock out electricity cost inflation by locking in your electricity price for more than 25 years. Many of our inflation-fighting clean energy systems offset 100% of the annual electricity demands. Customers frequently add electric vehicle charging and backup batteries to their solar projects, providing them inexpensive auto fuel and additional energy security for the home. Freeze energy inflation in its tracks by committing to affordable, clean solar energy. Call us today at 410-923-6090 or visit us at solarsaves.net. But don't wait another minute. Sunshine's a wasted.
Sunshine, sunshine, nothing else can make me feel so fine.
When you live near Annapolis, you know how fickle the weather can be. So you need a truly local forecast that's accurate and reliable. Forecast right here in Annapolis. DCMDVA Weather is not just for today, but for the rest of the week and the weekend too. Now here's George Young of DCMDVA Weather with the weather outlook for today and beyond.
Hey everyone, this is George with DCMDVA Weather, and this is your Eye on Annapolis forecast for Friday, June 7th. Now that the showers and storms are out of the way, it's time for a nice stretch of sunshine and comfortable temps across the Annapolis region today into early next week, with the one caveat being a very small chance for a shower or two Sunday afternoon or evening. Look for mostly sunny skies today with highs in the mid or upper 80s, but with lower humidity as winds come out of the west at 5 to 15 miles per hour, to be followed by more sunshine this weekend with highs in the low to mid 80s both Saturday and Sunday, with a small chance of a shower or two Sunday p.m. as another frontal boundary moves through the area, bringing even nicer conditions Monday and Tuesday of next week, with sunny skies both days and highs in the upper 70s to lower 80s, with a chance for some additional rain coming maybe Wednesday or Thursday of next week as schools shut it down and begin summer break. Okay, that's it for today and this week. This is George Young of DCMDVA Weather. Make it a great day and weekend out there. Stay healthy and be safe. And be sure to follow DCMDVA Weather on Facebook and X for weather updates each day, along with the website at dcmdvaweather.info, so you can always stay weather informed.
Have you ever had to wait to get an appointment at the Apple Store? Skip the wait and the line at the mall by visiting Mac Medics in Severna Park or Lanham, where appointments are not necessary. Mac Medics is an Apple-authorized service provider. Mac Medics services all Apple devices, including broken iPhone screens and batteries, and all without an appointment. Most iPhone repairs are complete the same day and usually within a few hours. Mac Medics is also an Apple-authorized reseller and sell Apple products at the same price as the Apple Store. Visit Mac Medics in Severna Park or Lanham for Apple-authorized sales and service and shop local. Don't wait for help. Call Mac Medics at 410-757-MAX. which is 410-757-6227. It's 410-757-6227. Or visit them online at macmedics.com. That can only mean one thing. We're headed to the SPCA of Anne Arundel County with Annapolis Subaru to play with the pups for this week's Canines and Crosstreks. Sponsored by Annapolis Subaru. Higher standards.
Welcome back to Canines and Crosstreks again, back at the SPCA. And I'm getting kind of hungry because, man, I was at the Orioles game this weekend and they had that the other weekend and they had the hot dog race. And now I come to the SPCA and we got a cute little hot dog on the table.
We sure do. So this is Poppy, and Poppy is new to us. Poppy is 6 months old and she's a little black with tan dachshund. And as you can see,
AKA
wiener dog.
There you go.
There you go.
Wiener dog, hot dog.
Pull it all together.
So she is,
I ate like 7 the other day.
as you can see,
Not
wiener dogs.
Not wiener dogs.
But hot dogs.
Hot dogs, yeah.
So she is super sweet. Obviously a little bit scared here, and she was the first couple of days, but she's coming out of her shell, and she's very talkative. She barks. Like,
Do dachshunds
worried about it.
bray? Or do they howl more like a beagle or a basset?
She was, but I think as they get older, they might do it. So she's not doing it as much as a puppy. But the weird thing is we just realized too recently that she's a little monkey because I came out and she was standing on the copier. So somehow she jumped up onto the counter and then on top of the copier. So we kind of put a barrier up and things like that. Then I came around the corner and she was then standing on the table. So that's why you have to be careful, though, because they're known for them, obviously hurting the discs in their spine. And
really?
stuff.
Oh, because of the length?
Yes. So you have to be super careful with it. So she is definitely a climber. And so whoever would be interested has got to keep their eye on them. Unfortunately, that's how a lot of them do end up.
Yeah. She's you can tell
So
she's
they
like
climb?
Yeah, she jumped up. I came up. She was standing on the copying machine. I mean, it's not because we're not babysitting. I mean, we had gates everywhere, and I just had no idea that a 6-month-old dachshund can jump that high.
She trying to make a copy of something?
I think she is. Yes, she's like, I'm out of here. I'm getting my papers and going.
Look at the output. So you probably got a bunch of the dachshund butt on your. on the
Maybe you're right.
It was like a rager of a Christmas party.
Yeah.
Yes. So the owner said she's super sweet. They did have a 2-year-old, and she was fussing, not biting or anything, but obviously she's very active. So we're hoping that she goes with maybe older kids, if there are kids in the home, and someone who is experienced with the breed, just because of, like I said,
The
a lot of them
climbing
do
and
get,
everything else.
yeah, and just the fact that they can get themselves in trouble just jumping off the sofa. So you kind of had to be really diligent about watching for that.
Are they really that fragile, if you will?
Mhm. Yes.
She's obviously very skittish and very shy right now, but she's just in the couple minutes that she's been here. She's
Yeah, her tail's coming out, but
right.
from
It's not
between
tucked
your legs.
totally
Yes.
under.
Just loosening up a
And
little
she's
bit.
sort of walking around.
We have noticed she just loves guys. And it was the guy who actually surrendered her and stuff. And she was super close with him. I know it was hard on him to surrender, but
What were you doing on that copier?
what I can tell you now, I want to know.
She's like, how funny would it be if Kelly came out and there was just a photocopy of a wiener dog on the copier? Just
Exactly.
no reason.
Exactly. But she does. I mean, she was fine with the cats, and she's in this office. She's been with the dogs, and she's doing great. So,
Well, good. Now, how long has she been here with you
she's
guys?
only been here about 5 days.
It's funny. Last week, Billy, you were talking about that this month you're going to be getting the Subaru Foresters, the
Yeah.
25s.
Yeah.
I saw pictures of them, and they're sharp.
They are nice.
They and they really redesigned them. I don't want to say the current ones are rounded, but I mean the new ones seem to have sharper lines, more square, and I like it.
Yeah, they're really good looking cars. They're expecting them to be a big hit, which is
And
which
there's
is
a
cool.
wilderness too, right?
So the wilderness for this year is going to be the same as the wilderness for 2024. The wilderness for the new body style won't come out until next year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Good to know.
kind of weird.
It's funny. I also saw was that Consumer Reports listed the Ascent, the Impreza, and the Outback as the best models for teenage drivers, based on the safety aspect of the car.
Yeah. I mean, I've always said if you truly love your children, you won't have them drive anything but a Subaru.
in bubble wrap
from Annapolis Subaru.
And if you don't truly love them,
if you don't
what do you think
love
they
them,
should
yeah.
try?
You've never met my
else,
kids.
they're just not as safe.
Give them a bike.
Yeah, they're just not as safe, you know? It's like, oh, wow, your dad got you an Accord? Good luck.
Oh, man. Well, I'll tell you, and U.S. News and World Report also did sort of a similar study, and they said that as far as safety for teens, the Outback wins in the best SUV category.
Okay.
The Legacy wins in the best car category. And then they looked at used, and they said a used 2020 Crosstrek hybrid is one of the best safe vehicles which seems pretty specific.
That's
for teens.
It's kind of random. Yeah.
But it was, but Subaru kept floating to the top on them all.
Cool.
So,
yeah, it makes sense. That's
U.S. News and World Report and Consumer Report, they're pretty decent people.
Yeah, they know what they're talking about.
Are you ready for tomorrow, Billy?
God, maybe. I don't know.
You and your
Bands-
shark
we
friend.
got Bands in the Sand. Is that
Shark
tomorrow?
friend, yes.
Oh, my God.
Yay.
How did this happen? How did this happen?
I know. Before you know it, it's going to be Lights on the Bay or something.
Oh, geez.
Woohoo.
Good Lord.
We can't wait.
Good Lord. Yeah, no, it's going to be fun. Definitely looking forward to it. Hopefully
great.
the weather's going to be good. Hopefully we, everybody shows up and has a good time. Raise a bunch of money.
Yeah, I hate when they throw the Bands in the Sand and nobody shows up. There's the land sharks
It'll
up
be
on
packed.
stage and nobody's
there. It's just me.
It's just Billy
me.
and his shark
Just
date.
Billy and his friend,
My shark.
the shark.
It's having a great time. No, it'll be great. Everybody will be there.
And the tickets are gone, so you snoozed, you lose. But again, thanks to Annapolis Subaru for being the title sponsor on that thing for
absolutely.
so many years, forever and forever. So,
Kelly, are you coming?
I'm going to be there.
Oh,
Absolutely,
my
I'm
gosh. John, you'll be there. John won something last year.
I did. I won a
little fly fishing thing, right? Yeah.
It is.
You got to get out there and use it.
I was looking at the SPCA's website and I see that Puppy and Tizzy are gone.
They did. They went home last week.
Oh,
That's
saw
exciting.
Puppy and
Exciting?
Tizzy
Yes.
at the Walk for the Animals.
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
It was great. So many of our fosters brought their fosters out to the walk, and so they got a whole lot of.
Yeah, I kept getting introduced to
Meet and
dogs
greets.
that I was
Yeah.
like, I know.
You're like,
this
I
dog.
think I know this dog. We showcased this dog
like,
on
can you
Canines and
stop?
Crosstreks.
Bringing these dogs over to me.
I know, but it worked. I'm telling you.
I was
it
like, my kids
great.
are like losing their minds over here.
Yeah,
Like, make it
the kids
stop.
had a blast.
You know, it's summertime. School's out. We should get your girls to do a podcast
Oh
with us.
my God, let's do it.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Yeah, they'll do it. There'll be a lot of editing.
But I did also see that, and this kind of bums me up, that Romeo, who is the blind sort of pit mix,
Yes.
he's still around. So is little tiny Cody.
I know. None of these make sense.
And I'm not so upset about this, but Ziggy Pablo's still here, but we just talked to him a couple weeks ago.
That's right. So it hasn't been that long.
Yeah, we saw him, and
Yeah.
the name fits.
That's right.
Yeah, he kind of looks like a Ziggy Pablo.
What's up?
Yeah,
So Ziggy, Pablo, Cody, and Romeo do need to go.
They do.
As well as Poppy, because Poppy's such a cute little dachshund there. AACSPCA.org would be where you want to go to get that process started there.
What about Grace? We gotta get Grace out of here too.
Yeah, Grace from
Grace
last week. She
too,
needs to go
yeah.
too. But her hair's probably growing.
Her hair
back now.
hair is-
growing back. Yeah,
Beautiful
We need some
golden
progress
tan color.
reports.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Puppy Plunge is coming up August 25th.
That's right.
That is a Saturday or Sunday?
That is a Sunday.
Sunday.
It's going to be from 11 to 2.
And vendors and sponsors are needed.
Mm-hmm.
And I was on the website and I looked, and again, AACSPCA.org, and sponsorships only start at like $225.
Yeah, we keep them super low for
So-
that. And just, it's our fun, laid back,
And
come
have 1,000
plunge.
or more people come there with their dogs
Yeah.
and jump into the Wester Road River. I get it confused. And rumor has it that Baltimore will be coming back again,
Oh,
this year.
I found that.
which is
Who dat?
the governor's pup.
Ah,
That's more
Yes,
with
they had fun
two
last
O's and
year.
an E on the end
That's
of it.
right.
So the Puppy Plunge is always a blast. Though.
It's so much fun. It
It's,
really is.
And you're going to have the same things as you always do. You're going to have like the bikini
Food
contests
trucks.
and the
pie
pie
eating
eating
contest
contest
with puppylicious
and
pies
the two beaches,
that's
right?
the
Muscle
two-
Beach
and Petite Beach.
Petite Beach.
Yeah, and we always have really good food trucks. It's just a nice way to kind of end the summer.
It really, and the dogs love it.
They love it, and we're gonna do. We'll have the dog wash too, so that way the dogs don't get in the car too dirty.
And that's part of the experience.
It is.
Driving
That's
home with
why
that,
you have to have
that
a
rank
Subaru.
smelling dog in the back
That's
of your
it. If you have a Subaru and you have the seats I have, let me tell you,
oh, the Star
they're
Trek
great.
material.
Yes.
August 25th is the Puppy Plunge, and then you've got the June 15th, which is next weekend, will be the Pints for Paws over at the Navy Marine Corps Memorial Stadium. And Poppy is ready to go home right now.
Poppy is ready.
Is Poppy still here?
She's here. She's just circling.
She's exploring.
Mm-hmm. She's obviously very comfortable now. As you can see, her tail is
she's chilling.
no longer between your legs.
No, she's not trying to jump off the conference room table.
No, she's not.
She's just looking for the next cop here.
What are you doing?
This joke has got to land with somebody.
Maybe she was like, no, I just want to work here, okay?
I just want to get somebody in trouble for leaving a copy of a wiener dog on the copier.
That's right.
Poppy the dachshund, 6 months old, black and tan, and she's she's really cute. She's seems
fun.
very well.
Yeah. A lot of fun.
Leash. You walked in on the leash.
Mm-hmm.
She seemed pretty good on the leash, and everything else would be good for some not hyper kids. Romeo, Cody, and Ziggy Pablo also do need homes. AACSPCA.org. And I guess we need to let Billy from Annapolis Subaru go to select your car to go to the
That's right. Go
Fans
figure it
in the
out.
Sand.
Go figure it out, Billy.
Yeah, it's going to be a surprise.
Woohoo.
So if you're looking for that specific car and you go up to Annapolis Subaru at 149 Old Solomons Island Road or go to AnnapolisSubaru.com and it's not there, head down to the Chesapeake Bay Foundation because that's probably where it is. I'm looking forward to it. I'll see you tomorrow night, both of you guys. Hopefully we'll all leave on standing on 2 feet.
I think that's always the goal. Raise a bunch of money and walk out.
That's right.
All righty. Well, we'll see you guys next week.
All right. See you, John.
Coping with advanced illness can be overwhelming, and determining the best options for a loved one isn't always so easy. But here at Hospice of the Chesapeake, your hometown hospice, we want you to know you do have a choice. You can choose exactly who provides the care and the type of care you receive, and it's your decision when and where your loved one receives that care. We have served our community, family, and friends for over 40 years. We are there when you need us. Learn how we can help at hospicechesapeake.org.
You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues, this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis and Anne Arundel County. And don't forget about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. And make sure you follow us on Facebook at All Annapolis and on Twitter at Eye on Annapolis. This Daily News Brief podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 6 a.m.